In the previous video, I have covered the different methods for solving the linear part programming like simplex method, BEGIN method and two-phase method. These methods are used when there are only few number of constant equations are there. If the constant equations and variables are more, then it is very difficult to solve by that type of the method, so or it is time consuming. So the solution for that is to convert number of constant equation into its dual form, or that problem will be converted into the dual form so that the number of constant equation size will be reduced. Then apply your regular concept that is you already studied while solving the problem, like in the simplex method or BEGIN method or two-phase method, to arrive the final solution. The same concept you can use here for solving the problem of duality. Now in this video we are going to learn dual problem formulation, general guidelines for the dual formulation, conversion of primal problem to dual problem, and numerical. Then what is the dual? For every linear programming problem there is a corresponding linear programming problem is called dual. If original problem is of maximization, its dual problem is of minimization. If primal problem, whatever the problems you are seen up till now by the in the simplex method or two-phase method or BEGIN method, that problem is of primal problem where the number of constant equations numbers are very less. But if you are having more number of the constant equation then and the variables, then that's the problem is solved by the dual. Now, if the primal problem is of maximization, then its dual will of minimization. And if the original problem is of minimization, then its dual problem is of maximization. In either case, the final table of the dual problem will contain both the solution to the dual problem as well as solution to the original problem. If the problem solved by the our regular method, that is the primal problem, and after conversion into the dual, if you solve uh, again by the simplex method, we arrive the final solution. Then the solution finally will get the same, but the interpretation of the reading will be location at different places. Next is dual problem formulation. Like in the when the text is given, then we have to formulate the problem that we have already seen in the earlier videos for in LPP formulation. Similarly, here the problem when you go for the dual by the dual conversion, then we have to first see how to formulate it. First, if the primal the objective function is maximized, then its dual is also minimized. Conversely, if primal objective function is minimized, then its dual is maximized. If objective function coefficient of the primal appears at the right side numbers in the dual, vice versa, means in the primal problem objective function is there, that is z is equal to 5x into 2x2, then coefficient of that x1 or coefficient of that x2 in the dual, it will be appear on the right hand side of the constraint and vice versa. The right hand side element of the primal problem as objective function, the coefficient of the dual, vice versa. The input and output coefficient matrix of the dual is transpose of input to output coefficient matrix of the primal and vice versa. If the inequalities in the primal are less than or equal to type, that is less than or equal to type, then in the dual they are of greater than or equal to type. If the equality in the primal problem is 2x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 5, then its dual equality becomes greater than. Conversely, if inequalities in the primal are greater than or equal to, then its dual is less than type. The necessary and sufficient condition for any linear programming problem and its dual to have optimum solution in both have feasible solution. Moreover, if one of them has a finite optimal solution, then the other also has a finite optimal solution. The solution of other, that is dual error problem, can be read from the net evaluation row element under the slack surplus variable column in the net evaluation row. For this point number 6, I will take a one numerical afterwards, that once the problem solved by the primal and after conversion into dual, if you solve the problem by the dual conversion, then at the end how to read the optimal solution. If the primal problem has unbounded solution, then the dual has no solution, means that is behind the constraint limit. If the dual has no feasible solution, then the primal also admit no feasible solution. If kth constraint of the primal is equality and then kth variable is unrestricted sign. I will explain with example afterward. If p variable of the primal is unrestricted in sign, then the p constraint of the dual is restrict equality. These points are to be considered while conversion of primal into dual or dual into primal. Next, general guidelines for the dual formulation. Now, these are the different cases are there, that is 6 cases. Then the type, objective function, constraint, and the nature of the variables, that is its whether it is restricted or unrestricted. Primal, that is maximum, less than is equal to type, then it is restricted sign, and its conversion, objective function is maximization, its dual is minimization, then the constraint equation becomes opposite, that is becomes greater than in the dual, and the sign that sign is also restricted. If the primal problem is of minimization and equality, constraints are greater than type and constraints are sign, then its dual, objective function minimization becomes maximization and the equality becomes less than type and restricted in sign. It is exactly opposite to the first case. Now the primal, objective function is maximization and the constant are equal to type, the sign is in restricted. In dual, the objective function is minimization and this equality equal to type, it should be of greater than type and it should have a sign unrestricted type, because when equation of equal to type you have to write two constraint, one is less than type, another is greater than type. I will explain once again when you see the examples. Another is fourth case, that is primal, objective function is minimization, its corresponding dual is maximization, and for this the constraints are equal to type, unrestricted, and it is less than type, the variables becomes unrestricted. Now this case number 3 and 4, that is are exactly opposite each other. Then case number 5, primal, objective function is maximization, equality is less than type, and it is unrestricted in sign, that is some one variable is there and having some plus sign is there as well as some minus sign is also there, then in that case that portion is called as unrestricted. The next is conversion is in the dual, that objective function becomes minimization, constraint becomes equal to type and that act as a restricted there. And case number 6, it is exactly opposite to the case number 5. Primal objective function is minimization, constraint is greater than type, that is unrestricted, and its conversion, that is dual, becomes maximization and this constraint becomes equal to type, that is restricted in sign. Now these are some important few points. Dual of any problem is obtained by, dual of any primal problem is obtained by transposing the coefficient matrix, that is transposing the coefficient matrix means coefficient of that variables in the dual, it becomes to the column wise or it's row wise in the dual becomes the column wise in the primal. Interchanging the role of constant term and coefficient of objective function. Reverting the equalities. Minimizing the objective function instead of maximization it, or maximization of objective function instead of minimization it, vice versa.